Say sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. So, dear Dharma practitioners, from ancient time to today, in these human civilizations, each and every human being have some kind of questions themselves from where we come, where we go, how this is start, and what is the purpose, and how these things happening. So this kind of questions very common to each and every one. And when it come to Buddha's teaching, it's mainly try to give a solution for this all. And in these teachings, there's nothing hide, and it's everything vivid and everything open, everything clear, and it is up to you to find the right path and find the clarity within the Dhamma, and according to your capacity and according to your interest. So when it comes to how this happens, mainly there are three kind of ways they're trying to explain this. This one is that doctrine of necessity and the doctrine of by chance. Another one is doctrine of intelligence design. So those are the main that the conversations going on in the world. So the Buddhism mostly very close to doctrine of necessity. And when it comes to that, Buddhism mainly explain everything through cause and effect. So when it comes to cause and effect, there are three kind of laws in cause and effect. So one is, the very first one is, an effect never can be without a cause. Any effect. So any effect cannot be without any cause. So it's like clay pot, a gold chain, wave in the ocean. So this all happen with the cause. So as example, clay pot. Without clay, the effect, that's mean the pot cannot be there. Gold chain. Without the gold, chain cannot be there. So the gold is the cause. Another one is the without the oceans, wave cannot be there. So the very first rule when it comes to cause and effect in that three laws, so there are three doctrines, and then we go from that three doctrines to doctrine of necessity. So in there we talk about cause and effect. In that cause and effect, there are three laws. In that three laws, the very first one is any effect cannot happen without a cause. So the second law, when it comes to cause and effect, the effects are plural. Many effects can happen. And the effects are cause itself in different forms. So the effects can come in different forms, but maybe can be one cause. So as example, chain, the earrings, and bangles, bracelet, so ring. So like that, anything can come out of the gold. So that's a different effect come with the one cause. Another is clay pot and the sugar pot and the cup. So flower vase, plate, this all can happen because of the clay. And the waves in the ocean, the waves in the sea, never going to happen in mountains. So it always need the cause to be there, and because of the one cause, many effects can happen. Bigger waves and just the little ones, just the breeze, so like that. And the third law is from the effect. When the cause is removed from the effect. So many effects can happen from the effect. When the cause is removed, there's nothing remain. From the effect, when the cause is removed, if you take out the cause, the effect itself cannot remain there. So those are the three laws when it comes to cause and effect. So that without the effect, without the cause, there is no effect, and the effects are plural, and with the one cause, many effects can happen. That is very important, because sometimes that what we experience, maybe it happened in different ways. Maybe the cause is one. Another thing is, once you remove the cause, the effect not going to be there. So there is a mechanism. This is the law of nature, that it is not governed by somebody. It's a natural pattern. So if you have ability to understand this, rather than struggling with this, or rather than putting opinions on it, if you able to understand this, you can slowly get into the bottom of the effect. That's mean the cause. So if you can see the cause, then you can remove it. But without seeing the cause, you cannot remove it. So then why you cannot remove the cause? Why you cannot see the cause? Because you stuck with the effect. Why you stuck with the effect? That is what we're going to talk today. So when we come to the word, you can see more than any other time, people fighting, anger, jealousy, hatreds, more than any other time. There are dangerous weapons around the world, and day by day that the fear go everywhere. And so then where we keep going? Why this happening? That we, more than any other time, we have all other facilities, and we have this all the medias and communication system, science and technology, and artificial intelligence, and the people doing so much things with this everything. But at the same time, when it come to the reality in the world, it is totally go up and down. More than any other time, people do very wrong things. They destroy the nature, and it is very simple. More than any other time, we understand we are part of the nature. We live because of the nature, especially the trees. That as everybody knows this regarding the global warming, people keep talking and how the nature change and how the oxygen effect. But still, look at people destroy the forest, and people cut everything and destroy the nature, and they going within their own behavior, and they become more egocentric, And everywhere, people losing their temper and they become so angry for little unnecessary things. So more than any other time. And the people have the anxiety, depression, and the fear. So why this happen like this way? So when it come to the Buddha's teaching, there is a reason for this all. So then that's why we have to get the help out of the main basic principle, the cause and effect. So then what is the cause? Because this is the effect: anger, hatred, jealousy, killing everywhere, destroying nature, and people becoming more and more and more craving, and the lust, and the people kind of like they don't have any self, so that the control themselves, they just do whatever they want. So like that, what is the reason for this? Why it happened more than any other time today? So there is a sutta in Anguttara Nikaya chapter 9 that it's called Navatanha Mula Sutta, the rooted in craving. Rooted in craving. Why this happens? So we're going to go to the bottom of that. So according to the teachings, this happened because of the craving. So the craving is a kind of like that. Sometimes it is deeply inherent within this any human life. So another way, it's kind of like that we have desire to become, and as a part of that desire, we come to this world, and there is a deeper, the inner current keep maintaining us to look for the satisfaction. So somehow, rather than looking why it happened, where it happened, if you recognize this method, what you can do from today to tomorrow to your future, you can change this. So that is important. Why? Because if you start to go backward, where are it going to end? There is no end. And we don't know how far we have to go. And even we have no capacity to look ourselves that much our past. Forget about beyond the life. Even, after the before 10 days, you have no that any clear memory what happened to you. So like that, the our mind is not capable to go backward and see this. But anyhow, you have ability to see in this very moment. So then get the opportunity from that, rather than struggling with that the skill which whatever you don't have, use the skill what you have. So when you use the skills that what you have, what can you do? And little by little, you can understand even what happened in the past and what going to happen in the future. So that is the best opportunity we have, the present moment of understanding and awareness. So then use it. So then from today, if you look this mechanism very carefully, you can get out of this. So in this, the rooted in craving, the why this happened to this world. So it begins with the craving. The craving for that whatever the satisfaction with the self-centered mind, with your eye, ear, nose, tongue, body, mind. Whatever the craving that you have to look for the satisfaction with the self-centered mind. That is the beginning point. Because of that, what happening, naturally you start to seeking, look for that, where this is, from where I can get. So first the craving arise with your eye, not outside the body. That's why there is an inner current in you. That is the reason. So to happen that in a currents, you may have past reason, but forget about it. In the moment, just know there is an inner current in you creating craving. Just look for that. Don't look for reason. Why? Because in this very moment, you cannot find the reason. So, but you have ability to tackle the moment of this current in a current. So get it. So that inner current bring desire to look, search, seeking with your eye, ear, nose, tongue, body, mind faculties to objects, pondering to outside world. And once you have that seeking desire, then what will happen? The very next thing, going material possessions. Then you start to find things. So the craving arise, as a result of that, the seeking arise, and as a result of that, the possessions arise, then you find it. So once you find it, whatever related to your eye, ear, nose, tongue, body, mind, faculties, whatever you find, eye object, ear object, nose object, tongue object, body object, the mind object, what happening? You assessing it, or that's mean evaluate, estimate. So you compare. So you have the craving, and because of that you seeking, and as a result of that you finding, and once you find it, it's not going to end there. It's not going to satisfy. Once you find it, you evaluate and you estimate. And sometimes look, maybe you want to buy something and you keep going everywhere, and then maybe finally you find only one. And then rather than becoming happy, at least you found that. Because in case before you, if somebody come, it disappear. That imagine there is a product, there is only one remain, other everything gone, you know. So, and then you have to be happy that at least you found the last one. But what we does mostly, once we get it, we come back. Then we start to evaluate. Oh, so if I became little bit more quick, I may find something better than this. Or this kind of mistakes. So like that we evaluate. Or maybe we find something, and then we do it in the over evaluate, or kind of like when you get a branded name, you know, the Calvin Klein, you know, or Gucci, or maybe Louis Vuitton bag, you know. So you have, oh, this is so expensive, or this is so like that you evaluate it. That evaluation, what will happen? It 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 develop your desire and lust. So remember this, the method go. The first craving, it is in the present moment, you have that. With your eye, ear, nose, tongue, body, mind, to find the self-centered satisfaction. With your eye object, ear object, nose object, tongue object, body object, and the mind object. Using the faculties, these 6 faculties. In the moment you have current. So don't look why it happened. You cannot find it. But in the moment you have capacity to tackle it, get that opportunity. So once you get it, and remember that craving, how it develop, it's going to take you to seek, look, ponder to outside. And when you ponder, what will happen? You will find. Once you find, you evaluate it, estimate it, whatever you found. Maybe good way, maybe you become satisfied with it, or maybe you become worry about it, overestimate it. So like that way you evaluate. And as a result of that evaluation, the desire arise, the lust arise, hold it to it, the whatever you found. And that lust deeply bring the bond, attachment. This is mine. See, that is how it happened. Otherwise, this is not be happen because of the stars, or this is not happen because of the previous karma. That is very important. This is the very present moment of a flow happening. And this is not happen because of you born in a wrong place, or it is not because of the environment. It is nothing to do with the politicians. It is nothing to do with the money. It is nothing to do with this all the gadgetics, or it is nothing to do with the TV or the computer or the media or YouTube, or it's nothing to do with that. In the moment of process happening inside you, that is what you have to recognize. So once the desire arises, what is happening? The attachment come. So once the attachment come, then the possessiveness arise. So the possessiveness means fear of losing. Fundamentally, that whatever you have, whatever you hold, then the possessiveness, the fear of losing arise. And once the fear of losing arise, stinginess arise. That's mean you don't want to let go it. You don't want to give it. It's not kind of like you not become generous. You hold it, stinginess. So fear of lose take you to be stingy, hold it to something. And once you hold it to that, what happening? You start to safeguard whatever that you hold. And once you come to safeguard, you will take weapons, you will take any kind of dangerous decisions, you will tell lies about that, anything, and you will fight for things, you will argue with things, and you will hurt people, and you destroy things, and you start to do any kind of things. And they you cannot imagine what the the decision you take to protect that. So then remember, in the world, look at so how the craving arise with the eye, ear, nose, tongue, body, mind, with the self-centered idea. It can be piece of bread, it can be a piece of apple, and it can be your cereal bowl, or it can be your house, it can be your village, it can be that what you believe, kind of like a country, or this is my country. It can be your color, what you believe. I am white, I am black, I am yellow, I am Asian, I am African. It can be like that way. And maybe it can be even the religion. I am Buddhist, I am Christian, I am Catholic, I am Muslim. That can be that way also. Then now you can see in today why day by day, all over this world, people take any dangerous decision to do harm to anybody, because they hold it to the believing things that they thinking this is mine, and they hold it to that, the whatever that they look for, and then that safeguard take them to protect and that protect that idea, and they will do anything. It is about maybe your personal inner desires, to your relationship, to your family, to your neighborhood, to your village, to your state, your city, to your state, to your country, to your world. You will do that. But when it comes to life, look, then look yourself, how you exist, and what is you, which part is you. The combination of this whole body, hands, legs, head, this all the body part, want that everything come together. And this form create. And then the people put a name on you. And maybe you have no idea who put that name on you. And sometimes by the time people change their names, oh, I don't want my name, I want to change the name like that way. But from the beginning, in your birth certificate, the name you got, who gave that? Maybe you have no idea. Like nowadays here in Los Angeles, when Sri Lankan boy, the children boy, they call Sri Lanka, or they maybe go to website and then they find a name. Oh, this name is good. And sometimes they have no idea what is the meaning even. No, so like that. Sometimes they gave, that unknown person gave a name to you, and even come to this body, these all different organs. And look at, out of this all, this, to maintain this body, you need food. And what, from where that food come? Go to the market and do little experiment, 5 minutes. See that sometimes far away from another country, banana come, or mangoes come, or maybe vegetables come from another country. Even the bean can come from another country. And you eat it. It become you. And then after you eat that food, how you can fight for against another, that the same country? Just think a little bit. Once you eat beans or the rice from the outside, from another country, just imagine the country B, it come and you eat it, it become your body. Just I giving a very simple example. And then how you can think, oh, this is my country, you are my enemy, I'm going to fight for you. Because you ate from their beans or the rice or the vegetables or the fruits or the banana. And the breathing, look at the breathing. From where it comes? All your ancestors and all other generations to generations inhale this breathing. And once you exhale it, it has no limit. It will go beyond and crossing this all the 7 seas to somebody else. And far away, just imagine you inhale from someone else, inhalation from far away from another country. And then you bring the life to yourself. It nourish yourself. And then you exhale it, and then it's go to beyond the 7 seas, and somewhere somebody will inhale that. So that's mean that there is a deeper connection in between you and other person. The same life force you exchange, you share with each and every one. So when the very next day, if you stand to fight for that person, what does that mean? You fight for you, you go against you. There is no winning. So fighting each other is a very old passion, remember that. And we cannot imagine, and how the Alexander the Great fight with this all the human powers. We cannot imagine how the Genghis Khan used to fight with all the people, human power. We cannot imagine King Asoka and how he fight. because so much human power they use. And today, just with the gun or the the buttons, we try to think that we can gain the world. We cannot, because we can see from the history how our ancestors lose themselves. So then you have to remember yourself. Never get disturb yourself out of any information, and just imagine, because you are part of it. So this all the misery is happening in the world, day by day, day by day, day by day. People are never going to learn lessons like that way. So that's why this teaching is very important. So remember yourself, you are part of this entire universe. There's no replacement for you. So then you have some responsibility to guard your heart with the good thoughts. Remember that. It is it is a great contribution to the world. You have no idea. Why? Because with the anger, just with a little anger, if you exhale, remember that exhalation, and can accumulate the air little by little, little by little, little by little, and then it can create a tornado in another state like a Louisiana, so that the category 6 tornado. Your anger is the accumulation. So that's why don't contribute that way. So that's why you have to remember to release the deeper this inner desire, and have a thought yourself to calm down. Not just have a moment, maybe 24/7 you cannot do. Just 1 minute, take a conscious decision to to settle down that inner current, this craving desire. Don't look for anything. Don't jump to seek. Don't ponder to outside. So be disciplined with your eye faculty, ear faculty, nose, tongue, body, mind faculty, knowingly you already complete. You already complete. There's nothing to look. There's nothing to gain. Just 1 minute within these 24 hours, 1 minute contribute that way. That is a moment you slowly tap into the deeper, this inner wisdom. That the spiritual power that you can tap in that 1 minute has power to change this entire worldly planet, this planet, this 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 system, deeply connect with the mind. We are the one who can change that. So then remember that it start with the craving, that craving already inside us. And watching news, and maybe hearing news, and maybe looking here and there, and we see why people become like this way, why people can do these things. The reason is craving. No any other reason. The craving that develop. So through it's the craving, the things that we multiply through the media every day, and through this that advertisement every day, craving multiply. That is the reason for this everything. Not because that there is no any high the intelligence powers come and going to interfere with this and fix this. You are the one who can do that. So then remember, have a moment, and don't try to ponder, don't try to look. Settle down yourself. Then another way, contentment. You are complete. So just be relaxed, settle down for a moment. Just let your inner energy to be as it is. In that very moment, you can develop the inner eye. The inner eye is that we call inside meditation, vipassana. The deeply, the inside you can recognize, you can see what is happening inside you. So that will help you to develop your the spirituality, develop your profitable skills deeper inside you, and it brings the deeper connection invisibly with you and with this entire universe. So that way, if you go little by little, little by little, there is a way you can have a life without getting disturbed, and at the same time you can contribute the best as a human being to this world. So remember, the, it is your responsibility, and while you're living your life, you're not going to lose anything. That if you contribute that way, there is a great blessing that you can gain. And not only that, this craving is the chief root of suffering. And if you multiply, if you empower that craving, remember, no one can help. It always your life going to become a struggle. Another thing is, this is the ever continuation of this, the the rebirth or the becoming, the your samsara. This is the main power. So if you shut down it little by little, little by little, and you recognize deeply, you you slow down this samsaric journey, and in a certain level, when you develop that, there is a deeper connection with the karma and the invisibly with this craving. So once you drop it, then there is a deeply that you can neutralize your karmic power also. And that is why the generosity, giving dana, practicing letting go is one of the fundamental basic foundation in Buddha's teaching. So whenever you have time, practice like that way also, but at the same time, it is deeply observe yourself and don't empower your craving. Don't empower your seeking. Don't empower that you're possessing. Don't empower your estimating. Don't empower your lust or the desire. Don't empower your attachment. Don't empower your fear of losing. Don't empower your stinginess. Don't empower your safeguarding. And that way you can get out of this circle. And we don't know from where we come, but Buddha show us from here. If you start by tomorrow, maybe next week, maybe next year, maybe end of this life, or somewhere in this samsaric journey, you're going to end this. So it is up to you. So remember, once you fulfill this journey, and you can be happy as a human being, you spend your time profitably, and you contribute to this world the best, and you contribute to this universe the best, and you become kind of like a gift to this world. So it is your choice. With that, I bless upon everyone with this good practice. May all of you be well, happy, and peaceful. May no harm come to you. May no difficulties come to you. May no problems come to you. May you also have the patience, courage, understanding, and determination to meet and overcome inevitable difficulties in your life. During this time period, may everyone stay healthy and safe. And finally, may all of you attain supreme bliss of Nibbana. Sabbityo vajjantu sabbarogo vinasatu mate bhavatantarayo sukhi digayuko bhavat. Ittavata chammihi sampadang punya sampadang. Sabbe deva anumodantu sabba sampatti siddhya. Sabbe bhuta anumodantu sabba sampatti siddhya. Sabbe satta anumodantu sabba sampatti siddhya. Idamme punya kammang asavakkaya vahang hotu sabba dukkha pamunchutu. Bless you.